Hey everybody, it's Diamond Kitty Gaming. As you may know by the title, and I bet YouTube's going to promote this, because I've noted a lot, that YouTube will only promote the dramatic titles, it will only promote the videos where people are leaving. If you go over to Communique, and don't mind a few swear words, if you go over to my other account, you'll see that I have a video called, like, YouTube's algorithm is a sadist, and yeah, I noted this already. But as you might know by the title, this is going away. YouTube was always my main love. YouTube was something I always wanted to do. YouTube was the goal to be someone on YouTube, because ever since I was, young, I had a lot of good role models off of YouTube. I had Stampy and Squid and all that entire circle, and it was incredible. At that point, in that time, YouTube was a wonderland. Then I watched, other YouTubers, Dan and Markiplier eventually, but I mostly watched Dan TDM, and I could see the cracks back then. I mean, I could, but it still wasn't bad enough to warrant anything. But I always wanted to try, I wanted to be like them. It's just not possible. Today is August 2nd. We're in the middle of a Twitch subathon, so I actually took a second. You can see that we actually have an intermission up right now, where I took a second to announce this off our Twitch subathon. And yes, I'm jumping ship, but we'll get to that later. As you can see here, it's August 2nd. On August 2nd, 2016, the Diamond Kitty Gaming and More's channel was born. For 9 years, I tried to be a large YouTuber, but the algorithm didn't really want me to. Now look, I could have absolutely done a heck of a lot better with my videos. I could have edited every single one. I could have, I don't know, changed my profile picture to something more appealing. I don't know what they wanted from me, but this much content and that's not the end of it. There it is. I think actually it's more like 7 years. 7 years since I first posted, but 9 years since the channel existed. 9 years since I started the channel and started watching things in the channel and actually started going, I think I want to do this as well. See, I tried my best through all that, but it's just not been possible to continue. There hasn't been enough incentive. There hasn't been enough reward. My largest video is something with 43,000 views, which is incredible, but it's just controversy. It's just an average controversy video. I wanted to do more than that. I wanted to be more than that. I wanted to be an inspiration, not basic. And I certainly didn't want to get soft locked to a single game. Once I started making Iron Assault videos, it near forced me, it seemed, to just make that if I wanted views. Nothing else got anything. And then as you see with this video a month ago, not even Iron Assault got anything. The algorithm just kicked me away. I don't get anything anymore. And you know what? That's okay. Because YouTube isn't what it was. YouTube is not the site that I wanted to be popular on. It's not the same. I wanted to be famous on a site that doesn't exist anymore. The name might be the same, but it isn't. In a few days' worth, YouTube will take, well, to put it in context for my Iron Soul fans, an authoritarian decision, which, as we know, doesn't exist, right? But it does in the real world, and it does for them. In a few days, YouTube will be implementing this policy that is essentially falsely to protect kids. It's a lie. It's utter crap, for the record. There's no sense of truth to that. But under the guise of protecting kids, they're going to have an AI watchdog go through your watch history and have a robot determine if it thinks you're a teen or not. If it thinks you're an adult. And if you're not an adult, you'll be locked out of YouTube. If it doesn't think you're an adult, you'll be locked out of YouTube until you give them your government ID, one of your most crucial pieces of information to you, and prove to YouTube and Google that you are who you say you are. It's a massive overstep of privacy, a massive overreach. And until that decision is repealed, and until YouTube returns to what it once was, which I know it never will, I'm kind of done. There's no love in it anymore for me. I like interacting with fans live time. I like seeing people's reactions live time. I like talking to people. I like being able to swear. I'm sorry. Because I know that that's something that I've tried not to do on the Diamond Kitty Gaming and More. I mean, I don't, and I won't during this video, but I'm not a kid anymore. Like, I'm 17 now. I'm almost, in less than a year, I'll be a full-fledged adult. Able to vote, actually take part in this political system that I've role-played in for so long. It's crazy how far we've come. But my point is, the site isn't it anymore. What I wanted to do isn't possible for major reasons. And I don't feel like being anyone here on YouTube would amount to much anymore. I don't want to take part in a system, in a website, that's just so... I don't know. I'm sure you know. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you've seen the videos. The ads that Google allows to be played are wacky, wild, out of the blue. It doesn't fight AI. It doesn't fight anything as long as they can make a quick buck. Creators can dox other creators, show up at their homes, and only get their money taken away from them for a week. They're not even banned. Smaller creators who actually try, like me or like Derp or like anyone else I've ever collaborated with on this channel, don't get a shot because we won't make them money immediately. And for the record, I have streamed on Twitch for, I think, 4 years now, 5 years now. Half the time I've streamed on YouTube, I've made over $100 from Twitch. And that's fairly recently. That's not concurrently, but that's fairly recently after I joined their partner program. Because I can join their partner program relatively quickly. YouTube, you have to have this insane amount of watch hours, this insane amount of subscribers. I have not earned a single cent from YouTube. Now look, I've earned a lot of things from YouTube. I've earned your love. I've earned your trust. I've earned your excitement when I post a new video. I've seen a lot of people, every time I take a break and then I come back, and there's five comments that say, like, he's back, I love this, I'm so glad. And look, that meant a lot to me. But that's all I'm getting. And as I mentioned, at the age I am now, I need more from these ventures that I do than them just being a hobby. They need to pay up. I wish I could say it's just for the entertainment value, it's just for the love of it. And for a lot of it, it is. when I started this channel, all I wanted to do was make people happy, and I still want to make people happy with my content. But I can't do it for nothing. And that's not on you, that's on the YouTube. That's on the site itself. So, I'm out. I can't do it anymore. It's just not possible. So, where does this leave us? Well, you likely won't be seeing any more uploads on the Diamond Kitty Gaming and more. You likely won't be seeing any uploads on Communique. I may upload a short or two, a skit or two, because that's the best way to see like comedy, but maybe I'll try TikTok or something like that instead. I don't know if I want to. I there's an attachment I have to YouTube still, even though it's not the same site it was. But I mean, maybe I'll try TikTok or something. If I do anything else in that venture, I'll put a post up. You'll see, where to go, where to follow me from. But at the very most, you'll probably see a comedy skit or two. I will continue to post videos on occasion on my new progressive channel, on my political channel, because I still want to keep up with the political events occurring in America over the next tumultuous couple of years. I think it's no secret what side of the spectrum, political spectrum, I'm on, and I'm not very happy with the current state of the country in the slightest. So I definitely want to still upload on the political channel to express my views, if YouTube will even allow me to. But that's basically what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to post videos on that political channel, and then what else, right? Well, I'm jumping ship. Twitch has always treated me better. Twitch has always paid me better. Twitch is more fun. I like it better. It gives me more control over things. It gives me more community engagement. I adore Twitch. My first Twitch stream, I kind of felt already like I knew where it was going. My first successful Twitch stream was a Hoi 4 stream a few years back. And at that point, I walked out of that feeling great. 5 people appeared, they were all talking. It was wonderful. I got to feel a real connection with my audience that you don't get when you post a video and then receive a comment a couple days later and then reply to that comment after you're done with a busy day, and then it didn't suit my needs enough. So I'm going to Twitch full time. This Twitch will be the thing. Now, there will be something else. I have been watching a lot of content creators, and the biggest thing is VTubing, right? At least on the Twitch space. So, I think it's time for an iteration. I did all I really could as the Diamond Kitty. I pushed very hard, and I will still keep the name in my bio proudly for being what I was, who I was. This channel will not be deleted. This will just be an archive of things of you to watch. I'm not deleting anything, but I'm going to take a new name. The Diamondverse eventually will become Cagney Traveler. That will happen. Most likely, because I don't have the funds for it at the moment, which is something I already mentioned earlier, which is why I need Twitch to pay and YouTube to pay. I will likely create a GoFundMe. You can see it over here that I have a tab up ready to start creating something to basically get some cash together for the rebrand. To pay for a VTuber model, to pay for emotes and everything that really fits the brand, and get together an actual comprehensive, professional-looking channel. And you'll catch me live the same way I have been for a while now. The same schedules, the same random streams, the same comedy. Of course, a little more teen adult oriented. Because again, like I mentioned, I'm not I'm not the kid that did the Blue Moon edition a long time ago. You know, the Blue Moon edition, you can see I wouldn't play it now because I already promised you I wouldn't swear, and I know I do swear in the clip on Twitch, but you can see I'm not going to go down. You can see in the clip from the Blue Moon audition that very squeaky voice kid who never really wanted to swear, and you know things have happened since then, and I do now. So, you know, if you don't want to follow me over to Twitch, that's okay, but I'll still be out there. And yeah, I'll post the link to the GoFundMe when it's created in the comments of this video. Stay tuned if it's not pinned. You know, the Discord server, we'll have to remodel that too. But we're gonna go in a whole nother direction. I've got a character, I've got a lore. I think this is it, guys. But I have to shed my skin to do something better. And I hope you'll stick with me through that. And yeah. I guess in finality, I just want to say I have loved every moment with you. YouTube never seemed to really like me. But my fellow YouTubers and those viewers who always seem so very supportive, you were the best part of all of this. Yeah. You were the best part of all of this, and I hope that I'll see some, if not all, of your faces over on Twitch the same way. Again, if you don't want to follow me, if you don't want to hear me swear, then that's fine. Let this memory live on. But apart from that, this is it. It's the final straw. Because I won't produce content under what is essentially an authoritarian company regime. They act as if they have the right to control who's on. They act as if they have to be the digital parent to adults and kids alike. And they're just a monopoly at this point. Just some big company. It's not the love. There's no love anymore in it. But I hope to see some of your faces. If you don't have a Twitch account, absolutely create one. Like, if there's anything I could do at the very end of this to convince you to do anything here, if you want to keep hearing this, if you want to keep seeing the comedy, I'm live like almost always. I take like month breaks and then stream for like a month straight. I'm literally live like half of the year. So if you know if there's anything I can do to convince you, make a Twitch account, follow me over on the Diamondverse, which will become Cagney Traveler, and come see me again sometime. And yeah, I'll post the GoFundMe link in the comments if I can, and hopefully we can get some money together and we can make something great. We can do. You can help me be what I've always wanted to be, even if it's not under the name I initially assumed I would do it as. Well, I don't want to keep blabbering on. It's nearly been 20 minutes already, and I doubt anyone's listened this far. But if you have, thank you. You know, just know you always meant a lot through some really hard times and some really great times. Like I said, you're the best part of this. All right. Thank you. Thank you for watching. This has been a Diamond Kitty Game video. And I will see you somewhere else as someone else. Bye!
Wait a second, what did it say? It said, at the beginning of edition, state the name you'd like to be credited as. Just call me Diamond Kitty Gaming, or the Diamond Kitty. I don't really care. Just the Diamond Kitty Gaming, or the Diamond Kitty. I don't really mind either.
Nothing so loud as hearing when we lie. Truth is not kind, and you said neither am I. And the air outside so soft, you're saying closing the heart when wrong.